Right then, welcome back, folks. Olin here again, if that surprises you. You obviously haven't been watching. We're gonna find the prison hatch, which should be right around here. Down into the prison for King Boreas. But first...
I sense enemies nearby.
Yes, enemies nearby. Gotcha. Nothing interesting in that chest. Makes me sad. Oh. There's stuff inside those, kind of interesting. Ooh. That might be handy. Can we get to that one there? We can indeed. Fantastic. More loot. To identify, let's see. Use... Increase movement, strength, constitution, bunch of resists. It's kind of nice, actually.
What if the Conduit doesn't care?
So send that to Elise.
All we do is sacrifice. What if we're sacrificed too?
Why do I keep on getting like weird stats on robes, like strength and speed and stuff like that? I mean, I know we could make like a battle mage or something like that.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
But still. Be nice if we had more sort of mage-specific kind of stuff. Alright, so Elise, you have some new equipment, quite likely. Let us have a look at you. Yes, you're cold. I get it. Oh, hey. There's a weird arm thingamabob.
Curse this constant snow. There must be some kind of way out of here.
If there is, I'm right behind you.
But for now,
Wow.
just wait. Kill every else.
So 11 more armor, but it really just kills my my vitality. Yeah, I think I'll keep the armor rating 12 helmet. It seems weird, but you know.
Behind an immaculate.
All we do is sacrifice. What if we're sacrificed too?
Alright. Well, let's make our way back, shall we? Hey! Ow! Okay, I don't think I need to be able to see to hit someone with a gigantic fireball. Apparently you... No, it just didn't display the damage. How strange. feel so bad when doing that to dogs. Well, fantastic fireball right in your face. What? Oh, I'm in... Man. Alright, well, I'll just summon then. Probably overkill, but whatever. Man, didn't explode like the fantastic snowman did. Seriously, that was probably the most entertaining thing I've seen in a while. Just snowman straight up exploding. Okay. And poor little dog.
There won't be any wolves left in this land at this rate. More's the pity.
Yes, yes, yes. Loot, loot. Why isn't there a loot all button? That would make sense. It would be handy. So into the prison, I suppose I shall go.
Thank the gods for our
While-
trusty shovel.
Yes.
May
Yes.
it lead us to the prison like we were told.
Good old trusty shovel. I will say that while when I played this by myself the other day after having the streaming problems, I actually explored pretty much all of the main area that wasn't King Boreas' castle, which I think is over here-ish. So I played through most of this, but I didn't go down the hatch. So here's hoping I don't die horribly very frequently down there. Ah! I did not mean to do that. Stay there, barrel. Ah! Did not mean to talk to you, Jahan. Oh my! Oops. Ice Wall skill book? That seems fantastic. Smidge useful, perhaps. What is... That looks interesting. I'm gonna save before opening this, because that guy looks maybe a little bit protective. What in the world is this entire floor here? Ice? I don't... Maybe, I guess? Well, no, okay. You know what, rather than having to walk across potential ice again, I'll just do this. There we go. That works. I still want to know what the heck that guy is there. Can I stack this any higher? No? Man. It's no fun. Okay.
What trickery is this? It's vanished, and yet...
Well, that looks interesting. So apparently they are still around, and I won't automatically... Excuse me, I won't automatically path around them. Yeah. I won't automatically path around them. So I guess take time to actually... You know what? I have those boots of anti-slip, don't I? Yes. Okay. Anything in there? A little bit of something. Alright. Use that to identify this unimpressive robe. Yay! Do I have room for... I have room for one more air spell. I'll take it. Air shield. So immune to electrify, 20% chance to electrify melee attackers on contact. That looks nice. Let us put it on the defensive thing. There we go. Okay. And I'll just blow those up. Ha! Alright. I suppose more things to freeze. Yay. I don't know. Just really easy to not notice an ice patch on the ground. Like the rest of the patches I don't have a problem with. It's just those ice patches. I don't know why. They just kind of take a lot of effort for some reason. Anything that I can turn off? No? Alright, well, let us... Sometimes you can ignite these. There we go. So I guess only certain skills will ignite the gas clouds. Seems a little strange, but whatever. Oh my. This looks like fun and interesting things. And by fun and interesting, I mean I'm gonna die a lot here, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna die a lot. Alright.
Looks like we found the prison all right. The White Witch must be around here somewhere.
If she hasn't been tortured to death in this hellhole.
What does my journal have to say? We made it inside the prison. Now we must find where the witch is being kept.
Over here, mate.
Okay, well, how do I... Alright.
Well, hello there.
Tyler the Rat. Are you alright, mate? In a bit of a pickle, are ya? Look like you're proper stuck in there. Who might you be? I'm Tyler, mate. What's your name, sunshine? Ain't Rat Killer, is it? I could use some help getting out of here if you're willing. Yeah? Lever over there opens the gate, mate. I'll pull it for you if you help me back. My stomach's rumbling. Got some cheese I can nibble on? I'm afraid I do not.
Until we meet again.
Huh.
A word in your ear, mate.
I see. There's a thing to dig over here, I guess. Please say there's cheese. I don't want to have to... Huh. Okay. Interesting. A log. Everyone's favorite. Okay. More logs. I can get behind those. Sure. Alright. Let's make a giant pillar. Oh. Too high. Makes me sad. Ah. Where the hell? Okay. What? Do you have anything interesting to say, mister? Do you mean to trounce in here, Brent? Oh, blah. Didn't mean to attack. There we go. There must be a way out of here. There must be a way home. Maybe I am going nuts. You? I have no idea what's going on. One minute I'm out on a jog with my dog Rocky, and the next I'm here... next I'm in head first in the snow with snowmen all around me. And they're talking and poking me and demanding to know which source lord I serve, and I'm just a normal guy. I'm not crazy, am I? What are you accused of? Hell if I know. All I did was ask for a phone, and these monsters threw me in this dungeon. They asked so many questions, but I had no idea what any of it meant. And this place, it isn't normal. The snow talks. There are magic wands and little red people and talking animals and no toilets. What do you know about this prison? It's full of dead bodies and vermin, and the snow people seem to be in charge. God, what I wouldn't give for a drink. To see if anything interesting. Arrow shaft, bread, and some gold. Okay. The sight of magic disturbs you? Well, it'd be pretty fantastic if I knew what the hell were happening. Where am I? What am I doing here? I've got a life, you know, a house, a car, friends, and a family waiting for me. Isn't there a single phone in this damn place? I'd settle for a telegraph at this rate. Poor fellow seems to be quite touched with madness. I ought to leave him alone. What? No, no, I'm not crazy. Please, you must believe me. I don't belong here. You hear me? I don't belong here. Okay. Poor guy from our Earth in fantasy world. Alright. So, I think I'm going to... Oh, did people level? Oh, no, okay. How close are they? 40,000. That's a ways away. A wee bit of a ways. Because those are those sentinel things, and they're gonna do stupid, crazy things with... Oh wait, no. I don't want to rush in there. Can I do this? Is this gonna kill me? No! Fantastic. Alright, So, So let me throw the thing over here. What?
A strange sort of pit. There must be a way to disarm it.
This'll probably kill me, but let me try anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have any, like, trap disarm sort of character. Otherwise, I'd probably go for them running around here. Yep. God, this thing sounds so much like Daleks. It's not just me, is it? Like, intruder spied. Like, it's that same sort of like exterminate sort of. I'm not going crazy here, am I? Alright, let us toss this out there. Use that, and back into the inventory. Send you to Elise, and let's walk up here. Go to Elise, use, and voila. What does that do? Is there any way, any way? I really want that chest. I don't see any I don't see anything for me to, like, any levers or anything like that for me to pull. No, nothing. Alright, well. This looks like it's probably just best to keep on with this solo thing. Let me give this a shot.
Intruder spied!
No, no. Okay, so it can see. It's not just looking in one direction, I guess. It's looking in a really wide arc. It's just going back and forth. I can't, well, maybe I can, maybe I can sneak by. It's facing. Okay, I can. Okay. Cloth cap. I'll take it. Better cloth cap than what I had before, so yay. Unidentified metal armor. That is not a good metal armor. I'm just gonna send these actually all over to at least someone who can, someone who has much better inventory space anyway. Because they're just cluttering up this one here. There we go. Sort by weight. That looks marginally better. Oh, right. Send it all to the homestead. Sort by weight. That is actually... Duh. Alright. Let us... Alright, Kara? Okay, so maybe it's just me, but this little harp music, does it remind anyone else of Final Fantasy IV or Final Fantasy II, whichever you played, whichever version you played? Kind of reminds me of the little harp music that the bard would play. Edgar, the spoony bard, basically. He'd play that, you know, sad music several times in the game. Yeah. Alright, so I guess this is the White Witch.
There she is, the White Witch, a prisoner in ice.
I wonder what sorcery, or worse, sorcery, we'll have to use to get her out.
Ooh, a witchsicle.
A witchsicle? Really? Can I... No? Okay. Find the witch. We'll need help to be able to free her. I see. Alright, well... I guess then... Found the White Witch. Can't do anything with her yet. No! So I guess let us teleport to Hibberheim Forest. I'm assuming that's, yes, this one here. And let's explore around some more. Alright. So that's that camp. Spoken to the folks at this camp. Let us go this way. And speak to this other camp. Which, if I recall correctly, is actually the last one here.
Don't be daft. She wouldn't leave behind an immaculate.
All we do is sacrifice. What if we're sacrificed too?
Hey, look, it's someone with, you know, critical thinking skills. Alright. Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? You must be mad to venture out into the storm, unless you have a very good reason. Charm? No, charm was the wrong choice. The wrong choice. Alright. My reasons are my own. Now back off! Well, okay, so I guess maybe reason's the best one to choose here. Because there seems to be, like, one that's even, one that's at a disadvantage, and one that's at an advantage. So let's try reason and see if it's the, So, what's the good reason? So I have, it's the good and true immaculates I seek. Yeah, okay. Start with rock. Ha! Let's try that, like, what would it have lost to plan? No! Okay. Con! So... Oh. Alright. I mean, I suppose I could fight and just slaughter them and it'd be fine. But, I like learning the little things they have to say, like the little tidbits of information they have and all that fun stuff, so... Boo. So... Oh. There we go. I'm sure there's an easy, like, pattern that I should have picked out in that one, but I did not. Critical thinking apparently not working on this one for me at the moment. I wasn't really paying that much attention, if that makes any sense. Or I wasn't trying to overthink it this time anyway. So, now you're a friend of the Immaculates, then you are most welcome indeed. Come, it's better by the fire than out in the blizzard. So can you tell me what you're doing here? We Immaculates were sent to this realm to slaughter a host of imps. I'll be deviled if I know why, but those are our orders. Some of the little scamps managed to escape, though, so we're hunting them down despite the storm. Charming place. I wouldn't, in fact. Hibberheim, it's called, or at least that's the name given to it by its ruler. Yada yada. Let us unlock a store.
Until we meet again.
What? Oh, boo. Oh, okay. So I just... do I look like a shopkeeper? No, I won't trade. There's so much gold, I don't know what to do with it. Alright, so... Oh. Okay. A bold claim, but you have my attention. Fine, we'll trade. Talk to my friend over there. She handles the logistics. Which... Who are you talking to?
No, there must be some kind of way out.
Elisa,
If
maybe?
there is, I'm right behind you.
But for
Well,
now,
hello
all
there.
we can do
So you're free to trade with us, Chief? Have a gander at my wares, won't you? Another thing of snow boots, because why not? Alright then, take my leave. Alright,
curse this constant snow. There must be some kind of way out of here.
If there is, I'm right behind you.
But for now, all we can do is wait
alright.
until every elemental comes close.
Hey! Waypoint. There was something fantastic around here. Where is it? Oh, right, down here.
All we do is sacrifice what we're
Oh!
supposed to.
The thing's not going. Makes me sad. Hopper there ate the warden's nose in the other thing, and the warden was chasing him around all over the place. I wonder if it'll still do the event. It explodes. Yes, okay. So I guess it was just a little bit bugged. Thank you. That silly old snowball went mad after I started nibbling his carrot. I never can resist the temptations, you know. I'm Hopper, wooer of does, wooer of does, lover of carrots, and devotee of jumps and skips. Hop to it, that's my motto. Clever, huh? It's a land of fairy, vast realm of wonder, but you sadly happen to be near its most charmless spot, the dungeon keep of the Fairy King, where the worst of all worlds are gathered. Boreas is the king's name. He's winter incarnate ever since he became the ruler of this land. We've been living in eternal snow. Luckily, my coat is warm and cuddly as it looks, or my tender little ticker would have stopped hopping long ago. Okay. All right. There we go.
What if they're not coming back for us
More logs.
Don't be daft. She wouldn't leave behind an immaculate.
Alright, I need to find a way to get her out of the ice. I'm not sure offhand how to do that. Although... I'm still going to avoid that guardian because... in the playthrough that I did that I wasn't streaming, well, not playthrough, in the, like, I played basically up to where I am now. I didn't do the prison, but I explored north of here. And I tried fighting that guardian, and, like, my attacks did 2 damage. It was kind of terrifying.
What is going on? Those elementals are battling one another today.
And I've a feeling they don't intend to spare us either.
Okay. In that case... Let us... I meant to do this. There we go. Oh. Well, that works. Solo the ice elemental, always fun. Alright. Move your ass over there. Oh. Oh. Stun didn't work. Come on. There we are. You know what? I know I don't have to, but let's do that anyway. Because, you know, exploding enemies. Actually, let's go this way first, up over here. There's a guy trapped in the ice over here, and we are going to free him. Because why not, right? Ant cigar. Nope. Asinine heat sac, infected hog's carcass. You set this rat free, would you? Unleash the pustule ant cigar upon Hiberheim anew, and then retreat back to your teeming swamp? What did he do? This particular tumor is hated first and foremost among all others. He has been remembered in song and story as the foulest abomination the womb of Hiberheim has ever or will ever produce. The scum ant cigar was a guard of the royal treasure before the days of great King Boreas, and he set his cursed eye upon the winter ring of the king, the symbol of his majesty's power. The fiend broke his oath of fealty to the crown and kingdom and stole into the room, snatching the ring and fleeing into the night. Big war, yada yada. Yeah, I'm gonna say he deserves his confinement because he's a horrible, horrible person. All right. Ha. All right. I want to blow him up. Can I blow him up? I can definitely do a lot of damage. Ha! And blow him up. Okay. Huh, okay. That's a lousy weapon. Alright. So this way we shall go. Oh my. There's an imp.
Damn these elemental fiends! Did we imps ever offend fire or earth?
So you admit you offended air and water, though, so that's interesting.
I'll avenge you, my fallen brother. Oh, me! Oh,
Axix?
my, it's you!
So, you've tracked me down, have you? The last hour of Axis strikes. He is to be undone by the devils that call themselves Immaculates. Immaculate even though they are so very violently flawed of mind and soul. Go on, do it. I have no fight left in me. I'm not an Immaculate, Sir Imp. Have no intention of killing you. You haven't my brutal death on your mind? Could it be I finally meet some sanity in this twisted realm of fairy? By all means, let's converse then, and behave like civilized beings. But first... Can I... get rid of... some of this craziness? There we go. It's a little bit better anyway. What happened to you? Things of nightmare human. They came, your kind, because they were promised a special stone by the king of this land. We served him loyally, our sovereign, the great Boreas, but he betrayed us. We were surrendered to the Immaculate so that they could slaughter us and fuel the stone with our blood. For what unholy purpose, I do not know. Some of us rebelled, ran. Of course we did, but they've been tracking us through the storm. We were able to fight off and even kill a couple of our pursuers, but now I fear I'm the last one left. Heberheim used to be fantastic, but the land of fairy, where fairies dwell no more. Elements have lost their mind, do battle with one another. So, what can you tell me about your kind and your link to King Boreas? You must know that we imps have wandered many a world after our escape from demon overlords in the frightful dimension of Nemesis centuries ago. After long and arduous travels through untold Earths, some of us ended up here in the land of fairy. Boreas, not yet king at the time, welcomed us because he had heard of our reputation as master builders. So he built him a fortress and his prison, riddled them with traps and trickery he desired, and in return we were given a new hope. But we mistook his ambition for kindness. In blood did we pay for our gullibility. So the fates must be conspiring against me. We barely managed to escape the knives of Immaculates, only to be waylaid by elementals gone haywire. Luckily, they seem to be as bent on one another's destruction as they were on ours. But the fact remains, I'm the only one alive to tell the tale. It's all King Boreas' doing. It must be. He's the one who unleashed the storm, and he's the one behind all this elemental madness. So what about the special stone? I thought it was naught but a pretty jewel said to have fallen from the sky, but when they poured blood over it, the stone seemed to soak it up with greedy thirst indeed. It's like it became alive, it teemed with energy, like looking into the eye of a dragon. She smiled her wicked smile, the leader of the Immaculates. That woman is truly evil. She delights in slaughter and rivers of blood. So what about the Elemental Forge, then? It's located in the Fire Temple, where my poor brethren were massacred, and the very place where we imps created many of the traps that litter this realm. Perhaps you met with some of our handiwork, the rats and roosters. Inventive creations, wouldn't you agree? So, you want to buy anything from me? Huh? Huh? Okay. There we go. I'll take my leave.
Now, but only for now. Such tragedy. Such pointless loss
Oh.
of life.
I did not identify these yet. Meh.
Damn these elemental fiends! How did we imps ever offend fire or earth?
Anything good? Anything good? Telekinesis and some resists.
I'll avenge you, my fallen
Damn.
brother.
Alright, well. I'll go for that, I suppose.
Now that you are dead, all alone.
God. That helmet, the armor specialist in the Constitution is just so nice.
I've spotted something interesting.
Oh, hey. I'll dig it up then. And hopefully it doesn't suck. A chest! That only vaguely sucked. Okay. Unidentified skull water staff. Interesting. It's not bad, but it would be very bad against most of the ice things here. Summon armored undead decapitator. Good lord. Let me send that to Jahan. I find it funny that I'm having him learn all the witchcraft sort of stuff. Because he's so, you know... I mean, he's not as anti-devil as Medora, mind you, but he's definitely a little bit on the biased side of things. Ow. I shall lightning bolt. Set shield on that one, because that'll probably freeze it, because they're already... There we go. Alright. And, Ha! Oh. I see. So, whoops, because I guess... To an extent, I think that, that weapon does fire damage. So... Alright. So it's dealing damage, but healing at the same time. There we are. Okay, let us heal up. Because that is necessary. I took a good chunk of damage, actually. Lot of healing. Lot of healing necessary. Alright. Iron ore. Any other fights down here? Yes. Alright. Whoa. I like that I get experience for that, even. It's kind of interesting. Ow. Let us... Ha! Blind worked, too. That's fantastic. Alright. Alright. Blind me? No? Okay. Well, it's better than blind, I guess. Feebling touch. Bloodletting. There we are. Hey, Jahan leveled up. Anything interesting? Let's get some speed on you. Because speed is really bloody freaking handy. Yeah, no. Let's at least get up to 15 intelligence with modifiers. Abilities. So another point in witchcraft. And now I have one left. Let us actually... No... I'm actually going to take a point in pyrokinetic. Because, fireballs and stuff. I mean, that makes sense, right? You know? Fireballs, why not? Ooh. It's another waypoint shrine. Fantastic.
Oh, thank heavens. Maybe now you can learn something useful, like how to wash your underthings.
Yes, yes. You don't feel you're washed enough. I get it. I get it. So... let us... Let's get to at least a base 12 intelligence, I guess. There we are. Abilities, we are going to go for 5 in pyrokinetic. And save that last one. Elise is going to Take one more in strength. Da. 4 in Master of Arms. Is there anything else I can pick up? Let's go for 2 in bodybuilding. There we go. That was Medora 2. No, Medora's pretty close though. Alright. Oh, hey, right. Since I have no limit to the fire skills that I can learn now, might as well, right? I'd learned that one too, but I still have 6 levels to go. Alright. It's a shame that that meteor shower spell looks so terrifyingly powerful. It really does. In the best way. In only the best ways. I'll take lockpicks. Don't really use lockpicks much, mind you, but alright. Guess I'll just go for the fireball. Okay. The enchanter. Take down the enchanter at least as much as I can. Alright, well it's gonna take me right into the middle of the fire field, but I'll live. Alright, and summon an armored undead decapitator, because that sounds absolutely amazing. Alright. Not bad. So you attack the white wolf and... okay. Ah! Stupid priest. What the... okay, I guess.
I spy with my little eye. What do I spy?
Fumbled on applying consume. Fantastic. Let us... yes, let's do that one. There we go. Yeah. I love that those ooze fields just blow up too. That's so fantastic. Okay. Man. Stupid bit of wall in the way. Ow-ish. It tried to poison the giant undead guy. That's just brilliant right there. Alright. Okay, I guess I'll do this. Okay, can I do this even though the... Okay, so you need the line of sight for the lightning, even though it won't actually say you need the line of sight, I guess. That's strange. Alright. Oh, good lord. That's... That intruder thing is so annoying. The I Spy and then like, ugh. So let's look at Midori here. She's gonna get her some strength, because her base strength is actually not that high for some reason. Abilities. Obviously, let's just give her more powerful. There we go. And then armor specialist. Yeah, sure, why not? A little bit more armor never hurt anything. She has 1,000 hit points. That's reasonably impressive, I have to say. Alright, so, now to loot all the stuff. Gold, animal hide, gold, medium healing. Might as well, I guess, take 2 more snow boots just to round out the set of 4.
This entire place is spattered in blood.
Someone must really dislike imps.
Hey, hidden chest. Alright, water shield skill book. Yes, it is. Coming directly for you.
I spy with my little eye. What do I spy?
No? Come on, I really want, like, another good robe that I can upgrade from. Is that such a hard thing? Really, game? I don't think I need the slip resistance at the moment. Right. Alright.
The void is coming for me.
Give those to Jahan, because he actually has a ton of ton of spots. He has maxed out Hydra Sophist or what have you. So,
Another human here to end me? Away with you!
alright. Away with you, damned Reaper. Take your scythe to grain, not my soul. What in the world happened to you, Jijix? The bane of all life-loving souls. Maniacs and their gods. That's pretty true, actually. The humans, they wanted Lord Boreas' great starstone, so they fashioned him a staff. The elemental staff. It makes him king, for it dethroned his brothers. So glad he was with power, yet another bane, that we were given to the humans and their knives. Stone of star, stone of blood, accursed be. What can you tell me about Boreas? In his castle, in the dungeon, the fortress we built him, all he longs for is eternal winter. A season of pain and imprisonment everlasting. Does he have anything? Nothing terribly interesting. Okay. I'm afraid I must leave you, Jijix. Fear not, like I must. Away, damned Reaper, away. Ooh. And he died. And, you know, we just quite literally saw he had money and healing stuff. And yet, it doesn't drop when he dies. I can't loot it from his body. How strange. I can't even loot his body at all. Just seems odd, that's all. I forget. Probably autosave for me as I go down there, but because as for the Frost King, I suppose we.
Now
Oh
his
my!
purpose is neatly served. May he consume this entire dimension in his foolish delusions.
Yes.
Soon enough, my Immaculates, your conduit will raise you to divine heights. This bloodstone is an ingress between fates, our link to the next stage of being. Never mind the last of them. The stone will suffice. I believe we've done it. Yes, its power is incomparable. As for the Frost King, I suppose we can't be surprised, can we?
The Conduit. We have
Madness
found her. Ah, Source Hunter. I had so hoped to avoid meeting you here. You know what? I'm gonna lower this frickin' God, no, it's still so much louder than I would like it to be. What in the world? I want the music and I want the voices, but good lord, that recurring fireball thing that seems to be going on. Ugh. I'd so hope to avoid meeting you here, but since we've been treading one another's toes into mincemeat, I suppose we were bound to bump heads sooner or later. You must fancy me quite the villain, mustn't you? The things you've seen, without the proper context, I can imagine it's all quite shocking. Horrific, even. And I suppose you must have pictured me some bloodthirsty madwoman intent on, what, I wonder, power, gold, chaos for its own wild sake? The truth is, as truth tends to be, rather less simple than the imagination would conceive. So many imps have been slaughtered, so many innocent lives lost. Surely the sight of blood doesn't turn your stomach, Source Hunter. No, I imagine you've become more than accustomed to such things in your particular line of work. If my own dear Immaculates took the same approach to our great work, or if only my own dear Immaculates, yada yada. But no, it seems all too often that only the most vicious of them rise up to the required task. All the same, these deaths were unnecessary. Soon enough, the pain they suffered, and pain you have suffered, Source Hunter, will be washed away, cleansed. This is my promise to all of Rivellon. What in the world are you trying to do? Death. I've nearly forgotten the meaning of the word. What it means to most, that is. But I'm no monster, Source Hunter. Like you, I've seen the living snatched so senselessly from this world, and I have mourned them, wailed until my very soul screamed for respite. But I've also discovered that weeping was as senseless as that of a child's before sleep. Like infants we squall, clinging to a day that is not ours to keep. Now that I know the truth, that death is not a tragedy but release, I'm free. What you see as slaughter is in fact a dispassionate process. I take no more pleasure in this so-called destruction than a wave takes in the flood. What I do must be. I wish you could understand. Well, what are you using the bloodstones for, eh? You know as well as I the enlightening capacity of these stones, Source Hunter. I've heard tell that you had quite the adventure zapping the life from precious starstones, and that you are healed and bolstered by the power within them. Your experiences are one in many eons, unique in all of Rivellon's history even, but you are hardly the only player in this story. As Starstone enlightens you, its child, Bloodstone, enlightens something of my creation. Eh. The Immaculates call you the Conduit, say you confer with the goddess. What goddess would demand such barbarism of her faithful? Barbarism? Quite a chauvinistic term to apply to something one hardly comprehends, isn't it? But I will concede I'm no thrall to any goddess. The power I intend to bring to bear upon Rivellon is no more divine than your boot. We are free agents, Source Hunter, all of us, and we owe no higher power our blood than our flesh. I have posed as a priest in service to the truth greater than any goddess could hope to be. What sort of creation do you mean? Source Hunter, you and I both know I could hardly trust you with such information. Though if you continue stomping around in my wake, you're sure to understand soon enough. Oh, she's drawing the void maelstroms closer. So you've seen it. Yes, it's as I've thought. You and I, Source Hunter, we have more in common than you think. You know as well as I that the void is coming. In fact, if I'm very precise, it's already here. But you needn't be afraid. The void is truth. The void is more real than anything you've yet or will ever experience within mortal life. We are destined to rejoin it. Yeah, no. Let us fight. It does end now.
Enlighten ones. Your conduit calls
She's
you
gonna
to your ultimate purpose.
turn them into giant monster things. Fun times.
Souls to the demons that beckon you.
Sounds fun. I'm going to hasten you. Save my AP. Ha! Alright. And one down. Fantastic. Let us summon an armored decapitator. Because why not? It's kind of fantastic, actually. I think, anyway. Oh, nice. Yeah. Haste. Ah. Weak. It's not good. Not good at all. What does weak do? Strength -2. Ooh, 50% damage reduction. That is nasty. That was just unkind. Unkind of you to weaken me like that. can I enfeebling touch you? Because, you know, turnabout, fair play, yada yada. There we go. Ow? A little bit? Little ow? Nah. At least it missed horribly, quite frequently. Well, poison, okay, I can get behind that. And how about stun you? No? Okay. Oh well, alright. Jeez. Okay, that works. Nice hit. Let's just blind you. We'll make it even better. Oh, immune to blind. That's not nice. Maybe not immune, but just really hard to blind. Alright. Still, at least it's weak and actually pretty easy to keep from doing terrifying damage. Something at least. Whoa, right. You can electrify pools of blood. Something I always forget. There we are. Orders. Mass disease scroll. Summon. So let us check out the orders. What do they have to say? Speak this spell before the barrier of the Winter King. Its incantation will call the spirits of the realm of Fairy away from their stations, and you may pass freely.
With this incantation, I can pass the force field that bars the way into the castle. High time for an audience with King Boreas.
Sounds a plan. Let's see here. Hibberheim Castle Gate. Who? Is this where I read it? No.
Intruder spied!
Yeesh. Okay. Well. So that kind of felt like it was free experience. Is that just me, or anyone else get that feeling from them? I do love Fireball. It's such a fantastic. Like Fireball and this one, Boulder Bash. They're just so much fun. Boulder Bash just slams down and spreads the ooze. If I had enough AP, which, I mean, there's no way I like, if somehow I could get up to 13 AP, in a round, it would just be so much fun because I could just knock them down, spread the ooze, and then blow it up in one fantastic, amazing, wonderful go. So, Constitution increases your max AP. Your starting AP comes from speed and perception, and then your per round comes from speed. Okay. It is interesting. So, like, So Elise and Medora have some of the highest AP. Like, highest max AP. But, okay. So let's save after that one. Because I'm gonna guess, stupid ice. Now I have to wait. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? No, or not.
Intruder spied!
More of them. Alright. Well, let's blow things up again. Ah, curses. And lightning bolt. Alright, Medora, or Shahan. It's been conclusively proven, Source Hunter. The Immaculates are nothing more than vile servants of demons. They must perish to a man. We must show no mercy. Be they any exponent of human nature, man or woman, fair or foul, sweet or savage, they must all be put to sword without exception. Blood begets blood, demon begets death. There's humans still. Some may repent, some may be forgiven. I kind of agree. I agree we shouldn't show any mercy at all if there's call for it. We're not there. That seems awkwardly worded. Mercy misguides you, Hunter. For what happened to the clement predator? It starves. Better to steer my straightforward course, the course of the sword aimed at the heart of all that is demon-aligned. You're a horrible, horrible person, Jahan.
That force field looks impassable.
Nothing stops us, Source Hunter. We'll find a way yet.
We already found a way. Is this it? No. I should not have ordered by weight. There we go. What? Oh. Unlike some of the other ones where you had an item like that, you actually have to touch on the door, like use the door to use the item. How strange. Force field brims with 1,000 distant voices. They seem to be expecting some kind of incantation. I'll speak the one I found amongst the defeated Immaculates. Yay. Okay. King Boreas. I kind of want to talk to these sentinels first, see if we can. Seems like there might be a thing going on here. Actually, before I'm gonna save because otherwise they're probably gonna be like exterminate and destroy me with giant fire things or something like that. No? Okay. Sorry, I just don't think it's the perfect time to. I'd rather explore before fighting King Boreas. Hey, a log. Alright. Can I? Oh. Oh, I really wanted to like put it on the other side like that, but apparently not happening. Hold on a second. What is going on down here? Oh my. So it's all the way back to here, is it? How fascinating. Might as well open that, right? Okay, so right, we started like somewhere around there. Okay. Right, so there. Just right up from where we started out. That's interesting at the very least. I don't think I can get past that. That seems like unpleasant fire. Just as a general rule. Just to be on the safe side, let's check. Watch me die! Actually, before, let us try water. Can that put out this magma? Hey, it looks probably not. Yep, alright. Not sure how to get there just yet. I'm sure there's a way, though. There's a whole thing back there. And then nothing over here. Huh. Alright, well. Let's evade King Boreas, get some more. Oh, can't go there yet. Well, I guess we just kind of have to fight King Boreas. Gonna save, give that a shot, and here we go. Hopefully it works out well. There thou art, the upstart that seeketh to upset the harmony of Hiberheim. Why hast thou ventured here, avatar of man? Why dost thou seek the downfall of Lord, nay, King Boreas, sovereign of winter? I've come... I guess I just hate snow. Come here in search of the elusive White Witch. So thou seekest but another human, a worm of no import. But though thou tramplest through my realm and besiegest my fortress, thou shalt not have her. So tell me, Boreas, what is it you have done to this realm of Faerie? Faerie I have marcheth to the gallows. Hiberheim draws forth from freeze and frost. How they mocketh me, my brother seasons. Thou art the ugliest quarter, they saith to my frozen face. Thou art the plemish of the year. Fools that thou art, my brothers. Winter is the jewel of seasons, and now it is the ruler of time and Heim. Hiberheim, how did you overcome your three siblings? 'Tis easy when thou hast but to wish upon a well, and the generous pit delivereth unto thee the power of chaos. It doth whisper, the demon, straight to my wintry wit, and a woman he sendeth forth into the fields of Faerie. The stone of stars, no more does she ask of me. The stone and blood of imps. In return she giveth unto me the staff my siblings enslaved within. Strong are they, these immaculates, stronger than thee, for they wield the power of darkest demons. And stronger than thee I am too, for the lord of all the seasons, ruler of all elements, the one king of eternal winter. Enough of this. Let's fight. Aye, Avatar, aye. Thou hast travelled far and delveth deep into the heart of winter, but that here thou shalt find thine end. Ice preserveth life and death, and in between the two shalt spend the ages in frost encased. There we go. Stop freezing me. I am going to give unto Elise haste. Heal Jahan. And da. Da. And all my stuff is ice.
Have a taste, Avatar, of the cold, dead breath of Boreas.
Yeah. I see. Alright, Ice Elemental Fragment? Sure. Encourage Rebecca, I guess. Let's see here. Let's attack King Boreas some more. There we are. I am going to now let us summon a pet. Because, you know, the spiders are fantastic. They're very helpful. Ooh, nice. Slowed. Oh. Let us summon a fire elemental. That might be useful, maybe, possibly. You know what I did not do? Equip these snow boots. There we are. Alright, Oh. That isn't healing. Do-do-do. You know what? Because this is gonna warm up Jahan. Theoretically. There we are. Alright. Come on, please. There we are. Enfeeble him? Man. I mean, it was too good to be true. Those things never work on bosses. Which... I don't know, it's kinda... It's always kind of annoying and cheap. Like, you have these fantastic debuffs, and they do nothing to a boss. Wow, so just any elemental attack just heals him? Is that the thing?
Upon the torrents of stars I call
Oh, good lord.
to burn my body.
This is not good. Not good at all. Not good. I mean, at the very least... Okay. I mean, I suppose... At the very least, it keeps everyone from tripping everywhere and getting frozen really easily. But, yeah... Fire is always the dangerous one. I mean, I think, anyway. Because, you know, they generally do a lot of damage, right? God, really? Man. Alright. King Boreas. This is gonna take forever and a day, isn't it? Okay. And I can't actually attack with him because he'll just... Oh no. I'm just gonna cast this spider. Because they just seem... I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the spiders seem to be, like, or the earth pets anyway. The non-elemental pets seem generally all around more useful. But maybe that's just me being weird. Okay. And okay, heal Rebecca some. Oh, no. Poison.
And sting me 1,000 times over.
Remind me not to use fire. Fireball would be bad right about now. Would be very, very bad. Because that whole thing would just explode. Which, I mean, would be cool, obviously, but it would do so much damage, and I don't trust it not to heal him, because he seems to be healing off of any kind of elemental damage, so. Stun that earth elemental, or at least try to. Man, stun failed. Boo. What do these fragments do? I see. Nothing even remotely good. Now, what are you doing now? Oh, okay. Nothing terribly, terribly bad. Die, Earth Elemental Fragment. There we are. And... Ooh. I may actually do this without, you know, too much more terrifying trouble. Looks possible anyway. Is the spider actually going to do it? Ooh, not quite. Not quite. Oh well. So close. Let's just summon one, just for the heck of it, shall we? Okay, and last hit. Fantastic!
Think your tongue would stick to him?
Oh my. This is, let us walk over here. This is gonna hurt, but you know... Where is everyone? What the? Okay, you know what? Duh. I'm not sure what the heck was going on there, but weird pathing issues. Let's get rid of this, shall we? Okay. Heal on you. Big heal anyway. Small heal on you. Small heal on you. Okay. And let's move back up here, shall we? Real quick. Get our stuff. Elemental staff. Ho, hero, 'tis I, the Summer King. Holy do I... Hey, quit shoving, knock it off, will you? I'm trying to... Excuse me. Out of the way, it's... Lurin's turn. Well, I thought the day'd never come. Thanks for giving old Carrot Face the great melt. We in the Earth Kingdom owe you a tremendous what? Well, you'll have to wait your turn. Oh, for the love of all that's igneous, go ahead then. If it'll stop you howling. Excuse me, but I've got to say my piece. I won't last another minute in this uncouth company. My left side's burnt to a crisp and my right side reeks of moss. How can I break you out of the staff? We overheard a crafty little imp named Jijix tell Boreas that the staff can only be destroyed where it was created, the elemental forge. He assumed to imply that the forge was somewhere in Hiberheim himself, but I know not its exact location. But you must hurry, I can feel my breezes stagnating within this tiny prison. And Mr. Hothead here has turned this place into a sauna. Better the crackle of embers than this idiotic blustering. Groan. Cover your ears, hero. Nothing whips up a flame like a wild wind. I'll begin searching for a way to set you free. Yay. Alright,
Dancing devil sprites, comrade. A talking staff? Burn it before its source tendrils start leeching your eye jelly.
Oh god. Will you just never speak, Medora? Please. You're just so just terrifying. Alright then, so King Boreas defeated, I am going to take the opportunity to take a small break. I'll be back in a few minutes, and see you then.